fear is probably dying with no one knowing of any contribution I ever made to creative music. But that's cool because I made an album already that I'm so proud of that, you know, if I died tomorrow, touch wood, you know, I would still feel fulfilled in a different way.
The world is yours, and I'ma do it for all my niggas and all my haters who talking like we ain't all in and we ain't getting paper. No, I'm in my zone, and no, we not faking. Ride for my niggas, all take. I'ma die for my city, all take. Oh, the world is crazy these days. Maybe seem kinda strange to a nigga like me. My mama told me, thank God, keep my head in the game. What's the G off in this game? Got a nigga like me. I see this shit as clear as day, even in my sleep. And so I pull out my chain, be the fresh I can be. So I hate to stay off in your lane. Now you can't do it like me. I'll be the coolest on the block. It's your boy, J.I.C. This for all my shorties that be getting money. This for all my niggas that be getting money. In this generation, ain't no hesitation. Wake up in the morning, you know I be on it. Living for the moment, you know I be on it. I'm crowd surfing, ain't no denying the high performance. Fuck a hater, try to tell me how to be now. Judging me on style, vocabulary, performance, not ordinary, original. Tell the haters simmer down. Focus on this life that I'm living now. Living now.
Good morning, niggas. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be, anywhere on this planet. Thank you for being here with me. I am your motherfucking host, T.O.P. Welcome back to the Top Cast. 3 niggas on YouTube, me, Roe, and Tone, back to talk more shit on Monday night. You know, you could say this is better than Monday Night Football. It's better than Monday Night Raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. What's up, fellas? Welcome back. Glad that you were able to make it back for another show. Salute to Cam. Salute to the Affy Kingdom. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my man Affy Kingdom channel. Check out the episode that me and Cam did some time ago. And welcome to the show. Ro, Tone, you guys there?
Yeah, we here. We just letting you talk, host.
We waiting for the intro.
Okay, I'm just checking, just
Yeah,
making
we
sure.
here, chilling.
No, I know y'all
That is
you got the dial up connection sometimes, so you know me too. It happens. What's up with you fellas?
I do.
Sound like y'all got jet lag from the Manosphere meetup.
Did
y'all go?
Here we go. What Manosphere meetup?
Oh, you didn't hear about it? You didn't hear about it?
Nope.
Nah, I ain't hear about that either.
Man.
I didn't get the memo.
That shit went down in Atlanta. I think this past weekend or the weekend before. Oh man, it was a spectacular event, man. They had live stage show, fireworks, all kinds of shit popping off, stripper poles.
Man,
you know how the Manosphere do. But anyway, the topic for today, folks, is our niggas our own worst enemy? Me personally, if you ask me that question, the answer is going to be yes. And it's complicated, but not really hard to understand why niggas are their own worst enemy. And I didn't get an invitation to the Manosphere meetup, but I'm not a Manosphere participant. I do offer commentary on some of the things that I see going on in the Manosphere. I've been doing so since early 2019. And I just would like to say that it's always heartwarming to me to see black men be able to get together on a somewhat positive note. Nonetheless, it pains me greatly to know that niggas are not very serious about being very serious. Excuse me. So, Ro,
Very
Tone,
much
you
agree.
guys didn't hear about the Manosphere meetup?
I mean, shit,
I'm
nah.
I'm
Like,
I'm I'm, I'm
how am I
surprised.
supposed to? How am I supposed to hear about it? You know, like I don't really talk.
Uh,
I only talk to y'all, to be honest. Like I don't really,
well, I
you know.
mean, you ever heard of the 2021 convention?
Yeah, I heard of the 21 convention.
Okay,
Yeah.
then how is it that you never heard of the Manosphere meetup?
Well, this must
Do
have been the
you do
first
you
one,
do
cause
you do you see do
That's
you
some
see the
classified
problem there?
classified level shit.
Do you see the problem there?
hey, shit, man. I mean, shit. I'll be dabbling, watching a few people here and there, but I ain't heard nothing about it. But when the 21 convention is out, it's just like that should be all over. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
know, man.
I ain't heard of it. You know, I ain't seen nothing about it.
That's
I ain't seen a
that
post, a
that's
tweet, Instagram. I ain't seen nothing. I
no
thought you was trolling
advertisement,
at
nothing.
first. I thought you
No,
was trolling.
man, no, fuck no, man. I'm dead ass serious. Like I said, and that's self admittedly. I don't consider myself to be a participant of the manosphere, although I do offer commentary on what I think about what I see going on. And it's because of the interest I have in helping other guys, you know, get to the level that guys, think of that I'm on. Or you know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
hey, you're in the manosphere, whether you like it or not. I'm just letting you know that right
Right,
now.
right.
If you if you talk,
Yeah,
hey,
I'm just
real
gonna
shit though.
debo this shit.
If you talking about women and female nature, like if anybody finds this show or they find the top cast, they gonna go through the manosphere before that's how they gonna find you in the first place. That's how I found
But
you, to
see
be
that
honest. I was watching red pill videos, and then I see you on Instagram, and I'm like, oh shit, they go top right there. But you see how you automatically in the manosphere, nigga, you in there. You can't
oh
say
wow.
I'm in or I'm out. You in there because
So so
we
so
talk about the same shit.
I'm automatically in the
That's like
black
saying that's like
manosphere
saying
because I'm a
that's
black
like
man.
you have discussed.
So if you talk about
No,
bitches,
that's like saying you don't like
if you're a
black
black
people, but you
if you're a black dude and you talk about women in a dating capacity, that automatically qualifies you as a manosphere participant. I find that to
Yeah,
be highly strange. I don't. I would like to know. I would like to know about how the
'cause I don't think
mechanism
you.
works.
I think you too smallly categorizing what the manosphere is. That's like you exist on the planet Earth. Like, granted, you don't agree with a lot of shit to participate in living on Earth. You get what I'm saying? So, like, your sub quadrant of the manosphere is not what they're doing, but you are a part of the whole thing. Like hip hop, you got mumble rap, you got regular rap, you got old school, you got all that shit. You just you in your section of the entire thing. You know what I mean? Once you speak on it, the manosphere is, well, at least I would think, was supposed to be somewhere for men. The conversations we have is stuff for men. Now, whether you go listen
exactly.
to the mumble shit or you go listen to the conscious shit, it's on you. But regardless, you exist in that bubble. You know what I'm saying? The minute you said, nigga, you stupid, you letting these hoes run you, was the minute you jumped into the mansion.
Exactly. That's
I hear
exactly
what
what
you
I'm
I
saying.
hear what you're saying, but I emphatically disagree with that position. But I hear what you're saying. Salute to you, Ray. How you doing, Miss Misha? Thank you for stopping by. Um, I hear what you're
Now
saying,
you
Tone.
sound
I hear what you're saying, And I'm not going to dismiss it outright and say that there's no logic to it. I'm just saying, from my point of view, I just totally and emphatically disagree with that. I just don't consider myself to be part of the manosphere because of what I have concluded the manosphere to represent. And in my honest assessment, it represents a whole lot of niggas that are very serious about not doing serious shit.
But
So,
that's
like
That's
not
just
what it
taking it over.
represents. That's not what it represents, though. Not to cut you off, though. Top is just like, okay, we might talk about women, right? But some men gonna have one opinion, some men are gonna have other opinions. But you can't say I'm not a part of it because if anybody, that's how they gonna find you, like through Manosphere, through Red Pill. Just like if I ask you if you Red Pill, you probably be like, nah, nigga, I ain't no Red Pill. What you talking about? I'm a man. But guess what? For somebody looking for dating advice, he probably gonna search red pill and then he gonna stumble on our shit one day. You know what I'm saying? They gonna stumble across us because we in there, whether we like it or not. Now you could disagree with some of the people's in the manosphere's opinions, but you can't say you ain't in there. I mean, shit, how did us three connect? It's through like some
hey,
manosphere shit.
I'm not a part of that shit.
That's that.
I
See, you
mean,
can
you
I
sound
can
like a
can I
deny it
rapper
all
who'd
you
be
I
like,
want
can
"I'm
to,
not a
but
say
rapper.
you in
I'm a
there.
rock star." You sound like a rapper who's like, "I'm not a rapper. I'm a rock star." You know what I mean? Like you a rapper, dog. You know what I
exactly,
mean?
exactly. I am a rock star. I have no parts of this bullshit that these niggas got going on. I just critique it. But even if you go back through my content, back when I first started out, I try to give guys a little bit of advice about women. But what I came to quickly find out about this space is just like I keep saying, niggas are very serious about not being very serious. So, for example, if you take the Manosphere meetup, right now, I've been kicking it, with you guys for well over a year, but I've been kicking it all around since 2019. Um, the Manosphere meetup is just happening going in damn near into 2022. So we're talking like 3 years later. Like this is a prime example of what I mean when I say that niggas is not serious. Because the Manosphere meetup is the kind of uh, organizational endeavor and it's the kind of activity that guys should have been doing from the beginning instead of talking bad about women. Like I said before, I don't understand why dudes is even having a conversation with women that they claim don't fit the bill for them. So all that to say that that's why I say I don't consider myself part of the manosphere. I consider myself as a like an independent uh uh journalist who just offers commentary on what I think about what's going on in the manosphere. But I don't consider
Hey,
myself a participant.
I'll put it to you like this, Top. You got mad game. We've been chopping it up. There's some niggas in the manosphere that be saying the same exact shit that you be saying, bro. Like, you know what I'm
It
saying?
probably because
Not y'all. Like I
they
said,
probably heard it from me before. That's why, nigga,
hey,
or
hey, I
some
don't
nigga
know,
like
but
me.
hey, that might be the case. But I know, like, that's why I don't really shit on the red pill too bad because I know that a lot of the shit that they say has truth in it, but it's just like sometimes people take things out of context. Sometimes you got the wrong person saying the wrong shit, saying shit the wrong way. So it's just like, okay, like you don't know what you talking about. But there's like you got game, but there's some dudes that got red pill channels that will say this some of the same things that you say. You know what I'm saying? It's not like everything that the red pill stands for is wrong. Like most of it is true, but it's just some people don't know how to teach people how to react to the truth about female nature, for example. Some people don't know how to show. They just say, oh, get money, get muscles, and you good. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna get more deeper into the shit. Now getting money and muscles will help you attract a woman, but that's not gonna make her really like you. You know what I'm saying? But I could learn that from one nigga that do the red pill shit. Like, all right, for sure. Like, I'm gonna go get buff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get my paper right, make sure my shit is in order, and then I can come over the top page and get the real game. So if I combine the two, now I'm a solid ass nigga. Like I just took a little piece from what that dude got to offer because that's all he know is muscles and money. I'm gonna take a little piece from that. I'm gonna take a little piece from Top. I'm gonna take a little piece from everybody, and then I'm just gonna use what I think is gonna benefit me. You know what I'm saying?
I could dig it, but that is a good segue into one of my biggest critiques of the manosphere, and that is that the 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 biggest uh focal point as far as conversation go in regards to the manosphere is in regards to women. And I say that to again reiterate the point that I keep making, and that's niggas is not really serious about serious shit. At least not how it's going to impact the lives of men. And I mean, just here recently, I came to find out that the manosphere is really is really about entertainment. It's not really about helping niggas. And then to sit back and watch all these content creators, you know what I'm saying, not hating or nothing, but to come up off of niggas and niggas themselves who patronize these dudes who don't get shit out of it. What the fuck is what good is it you teaching me red pill fucking information and you making money off me, but I ain't getting nothing out of that. It's like niggas made money off niggas and ain't use that money to build shit to help niggas.
I get that side of it too. Like I don't disagree with nothing you just said. I just know that
Mm.
if you a smart individual, but see, like I always talk about, I'm 36, so I didn't have my own experiences in life, so I know how to put two and two together. A 16-year
Mhm.
old might not know how to put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? But
But then that just not to cut you off, Ro, but then that compounds the situation and makes it even worse, knowing that you got these older dudes teaching these young 20-something-year-olds and these young teenage dudes. I mean, how could you complain about how these young dudes turn out when grown ass motherfucking men who's supposed to be teaching them how to be men ain't even doing it because they too focused on what women doing, women who they claim not to want. And
that's
then,
true. That's true.
and then to take it a step fucking further, you got guys, basically doing the monkey see monkey do thing, or a case of calling the pot calling the kettle black. You hear a lot of these goddamn dudes talk about how black women, you know, uh, participate with Zaddy, and you see these niggas doing the exact same thing with white women. Now, I don't begrudge you who you fuck. I'm not, policing who you have sex with, but I mean, after 500 you think niggas been unlearned by now, but apparently that's not the case. And all this time we ain't even been on the screen. How about that? Welcome back, Tone. You got to get rid of that
Going on.
that 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 AOL connection you got over there, bro.
Yeah, okay, man.
You gotta
It's trying to
upgrade, man.
connect to your flip phone. That's the problem.
I know
Should I'm
that's
running
right.
this
I
off your
got a
flip phone,
I
off your
got
trap
a I
phone.
got a razor though, nigga. I got the top of the line flip phone. I
You
remember
need to
when them
cut that
shits
shit.
first came out. Damn, I remember when them first came out. Them shits was like the state of the art, brand new shit. And then within a year, them shits was trash.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's another this comment that Ray made right here that women have taken over the space. I spoke on this when I first came into the onto Instagram. I'm not opposed to interacting and having conversations with women, but when it comes to men teaching younger men how to be men, then women don't need to be involved with that. For what? What do they have to offer in that capacity? If you understand what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
these niggas. This is another thing about this manosphere meetup bullshit. These niggas, the gatekeeper niggas, I'ma just call them that. I ain't gonna call no names because I don't want no YouTube beef. But these YouTube black gatekeeper niggas wouldn't even goddamn support the other niggas that was coming into space unless they was on some high school clique type shit. But they let all these goddamn women in. And now these women is doing better than them, and all they gotta do is get on the goddamn camera and show a little bit of titties.
So what would you how would Top run it? So let's say Top, you got the top YouTube channel in the manosphere, and you get a lady that want to come on your show and give some information that she would think is valuable. What you gonna tell her?
If
You
she
gonna say,
coming,
nah,
if
bitch,
she coming, nah, if she
nah, bitch,
coming,
you ain't getting on my show. You're a woman. This the manosphere.
nah, if she coming to give some valuable, insightful information about women, then that's absolutely something that could be beneficial to dudes. And I think that that's how dudes should have handled it. But then you get dudes like, Fresh and Fit, and it's like they
Mm,
make a mockery out of trying to teach guys or make a point with women. You know what I'm saying? It turns the shit into entertainment instead of education. You understand what I'm
got
saying?
got you.
And then, you know, from my point of view, and I'm not saying that I'm right. I've been wrong before, and in all likelihood, I'm gonna be wrong again. But like I was just alluding to earlier, guys, and this is why I posed the question and entitled the show this: Are we our own worst enemy? I mean, we made this manosphere, so we built something. At least we began building something. Not me, because again, I'm not part of the manosphere, but I'm just talking about black men in general. And it seemed like it all basically went to shit because niggas is not really out to help niggas. Niggas is really out for themselves, and they use other niggas, you know, to come up off of.
Yeah, but that's just like dealing with women. The only way you're gonna get got if you vulnerable. For example, one of the first dudes I started watching was AMS, right? Now, AMS, he got some good shit on his channel, but what stuck to me most was just like, just get on your purpose. Like, fuck the females, get on your purpose. So I took that. But when he started talking crazy shit, like, fuck that, lie to her. And like, I'm like, all right, shit, I can't fuck with that part of AMS, but shit, to
Yeah,
get on the purpose and get on the grind shit, I fuck with that. So that little
yeah.
piece right there helped the nigga out. But I'm not finna say that his whole catalog is trash because he do
Mm-hmm.
got some good videos in there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And and
Yeah,
I'm just, but that's
he
just
got some
me.
good, yeah,
I,
he got some good information. All of these guys got some good information, but where I see the shortcoming at is a lot of these dudes don't really be living the shit that they be talking on the YouTube.
see, that's a whole different story. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm taking what I can, what I can gain value from, and whatever you doing is what the fuck you doing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't agree with it, obviously. Like, damn, like you should be living how you talk, but shit, that don't fuck up the message that I got from a few of the videos, you know what I'm saying? Even though you not live what you talk, but you still should be exposed for that because, like I said, most people probably ain't gonna be like me and just take the meat from the bones. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna live every single word you say. So you do. I agree with you. You do gotta just watch what you say because you got people following you and you ain't living it and you ain't living that. Like you should feel a way about that. Like damn, I'm telling these dudes to live one way and I ain't living that way. Yeah, that's true.
I
But
agree with
you
both y'all
know,
points.
yeah, yeah,
I see
Yeah,
where, but because like on one end it's like they're giving good information, but on the other end, like he said, like Top said as well, they're making a mockery of it. So even when you look at the good information, people are not gonna take it because it's like, oh, well, you say this worked, but you not doing it. So why the fuck would I do it? And then they make everything look like bullshit when some of it is good information, it's just the raw motherfucker teaching it. But you have to if you a man who just gonna listen to something the nigga tell you and it don't make sense to you and it don't feel right, it's natural selection, I guess. And to be honest with you, I think that's why they've gone that route with it because they're like, look, real niggas gonna get the information regardless, but I also need to eat off this shit. So if if bitches can get $200 out of these niggas for showing not even a whole nipple fuck it, I'll get a couple, $20 out of the dumb motherfuckers who ain't gonna do nothing no way but be in the fucking way.
Yeah, well, I
Granted
mean,
granted your
see.
moral stance on that is whatever, but it's like it's a catch-22.
Yeah, I dig what you're saying. I guess it's just the stance that I have for my own personal stance. But I was wondering, the niggas that created the manosphere, you got all these big name YouTubers and shit. They making all this money off of these dudes. And the mission statement is supposed to be, uplifting men, and creating a safe space for men to communicate and, solve problems and shit. But I didn't see, the gatekeepers of the manosphere, really putting it down. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, if you start an organization, the manosphere, the black manosphere, you know what I'm saying, and all you dudes are big YouTubers and y'all making all this motherfucking money, y'all should have like studios, regional studios, so that y'all could bring in other guys. But instead, you motherfuckers brought in the same hoes that you was complaining about.
Yeah. But one thing you gotta realize too, Top, it's like I always think about that shit too. We always talk about this manosphere like it's a group. Like, how do you police that? Because every day a nigga could just turn on his phone, start recording, and then boom, he in the manosphere. It ain't like a Facebook group to where you could just like, all right, like this the only group. Like, I gotta accept you in. I gotta check out your profile, see what you doing. You can't. How could you possibly police it? It's the internet. Anybody could just get on their phone and just
But see,
start saying shit.
that's exactly that's exactly part of the point that I'm making, bro. Is that what I'm saying, our niggas are we our own worst enemy? Like, how do you create shit and you don't give all of these things thought before you actually step out the door and show
Well,
this thing to the world that you just made? In other words, niggas had a good idea. You understand what I'm saying? They had terrible fucking execution.
I don't think it was ever thought out that far. I don't think nobody ever wanted to make a,
You
a,
know, that's
a sphere
that's
out of it. I think people wanted to make it. Some people just wanted to honestly put the information out there. It's like the hip hop comparison to me is perfect for it, because like hip hop wasn't originally made to make money off of. It was made for whatever other reason it was made for. I can't tell you specifically, but I know it wasn't made to make money. And that's the same thing with the manosphere. People was just doing shit and they eventually turned into something. And there's just like with hip hop, there was really no way to control the direction it went in. It was gonna go that way regardless of how, like, Fight Nick probably pushed it to even go that way far faster, you know what I mean? And what you really can only do is maintain the realness of your sector of the whole, I guess, manosphere, for example,
shit. The
for
whole shit is
lack
not
of better term.
real. The whole
It's
shit,
not right.
the
That's what I'm
whole
saying. But
shit
like that's the same thing.
is a
But
facade.
there's just like there's an aspect of hip hop that's real. It's probably not mainstream, but it's niggas that's you still boogie to it. You know what I'm saying? You still boogie to that style of music, and that's who it's for. Like, there's nothing you could do to convince a nigga that don't want to be convinced to be a real man. You know what I mean? There's
Right.
no way
Salute
you
you.
could like. Only way a nigga gonna do it. Only way a man gonna be a man for real, is if he want to be. Can't
Mm.
nobody make a nigga be a man.
Or he putting it,
If,
or
if
he
I give
putting
you,
it
if
into a
I give,
position where he gotta be one.
yeah, but he could choose to pussy out and be a bitch, or he chose to be one. Like, just because he gotta be, don't mean, any nigga can kill themselves. Men kill themselves at a way higher rate than women do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody got that choice to go ahead delete their character. You feel me? But you got the choice whether to delete your character, be a fucking coward, or man the fuck up.
And,
There's
and that's
always an option outside of being a man.
that's exactly what I went through. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be fucking on these red pill channels for hours a day, and I'm following AMS, and it's just like, yeah, I'm following this nigga religiously. I'm like, man, like that nigga damn near my motherfucking uncle. I ain't gonna lie, like damn, I could wait to see his videos. But once he started talking shit that I didn't agree with, it was like, oh yeah, I'm not fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't continue to just like keep going, but I can't say
Yeah.
it was all a waste. You know what I'm saying? Just like that just goes with anything. Just like I listen to rap music, I can listen to Tupac all day. I can listen to a gang banging rapper, but that don't mean I'm gonna go shoot niggas. But like I listen to Nipsey Hussle. I didn't like Nipsey Hussle when he first
Shit,
came
I'll
out because
fucking
that's all
rather
he.
go shoot some niggas.
Hey, I didn't listen to old boy. Nipsey Hussle was gang banging too hard when he first came out for me, but you know, now it's just like, okay, like he's saying some shit that I can, you know, gain some value from. He dropped some real jewels in this shit, but that don't mean I agree with every last rhyme he got, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't about to call, oh, you a fraud because you said this that I didn't agree with. Like, nah, like I just we men, we not gonna agree with everything. Like we all got different
It ain't,
experiences with
we
women.
yeah we shit just as human beings we're not going to agree. We're not going to as human beings we're not going to agree with other people at least like 90% of the time, man, or more. So that's kind of that in my world that's a given. I just take time out, salute to my man Trav. What's going on with you? Cats be spitting game than having the worst receipts ever. That's facts. That's why probably, I don't know, 6, 8 months ago, I put it out there. I told niggas, stop capping, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Understand that some of these females that's online, they want to be online famous too, nigga. So it's not difficult to get them to come on your show. Get bitches in your real regular life that you fuck with to come on your shit. That should be easy if you
Right,
play
right,
it like that. I mean, shit, if
right.
I can do it, nigga, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? That's my attitude. If I can do it, y'all niggas should be able to do it.
Yeah,
But
but shit.
I don't know. Niggas have been a grand disappointment up till now. It's very unfortunate. I want to help niggas, but I don't want to waste my fucking time.
And you definitely helping niggas. The thing is, like, you know, it might be one a month. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't
God,
go
God damn, nigga.
like
Niggas
But you
you
gonna
know what?
cash.
That one a
Niggas
month,
gonna
that
niggas
one a
gonna
month
cash
might
at me.
ignite one a month himself.
Niggas gonna cash at me. EBT, nigga.
You know what's the problem between generational gap is that the previous generation is not willing to take the L for the next maybe 2 generations to succeed from.
Oh, that's facts. Just look at the baby boomers and Generation X, the millennials, and these Generation Z kids. We
Yep.
why you think we all get ready to be motherfucking broke and can't buy shit? It's all because the fucking baby boomers got all of the perks and all of the money and all of the goddamn debt, and they ain't leaving niggas shit.
facts,
Yep.
facts.
Yeah, it's a real disconnect, especially amongst us, um, black people specifically. But I blame that on white people, um, because nobody told them to come get us from Africa. They could have told them niggas over there in Africa, nigga, we not buying no goddamn slaves. Fuck y'all. And matter of fact, if you don't stop selling slaves, we gonna fuck y'all up. They could, it could have went down that way. It didn't. But yeah, a lot of our problems, man. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear it because a lot of niggas have been groomed, with that it's not all white people shit, even though all white people are white. Um, a lot of people don't quite see it the way I see it, and I say that our underlying problems is that white people is always somehow getting in the way of us, conducting ourselves in the most constructive manner. And just seeing the shenanigans of the manosphere and the shit going on with black women is testimony to that, at least to me. Other people might see it differently because, as I just, so eloquently pointed out, more than 90% or more of the time, mostly everybody is going to disagree with everybody else. But I really think that as guys, instead of wasting so much time um having an unproductive conversation about the ills of black women, and just so that everybody is clear about this, I don't absolve black women of their fuckery and their treachery. I don't. But at the same time, I contextualize it, and so it makes sense in context why they behave the way that they do, and the same thing applies to us. And I think that we do ourselves a grave disservice by not acknowledging things, not acknowledging the truth of why things are the way that they are, because we wasn't born this way. And this system that we live in, we were born into it, meaning it was here before we got here. So you have to put the responsibility on the motherfuckers who are in charge. And at least right now in December 6th, 2021, that's gonna be white folks every time. Nothing against them, no hate. It's not personal. It's strictly business.
Yeah, and until we smarten up, see, but hey, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see it in our lifetime. Because really, the only solution to all of these problems that we quote unquote have with women, um, the real solution is we gotta stop putting our dick in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think most men are capable of doing that. So it's just like, are
Yeah.
we really just beating a dead horse? I mean, shit, I'm guilty of it. Like, I'll meet a chick, and I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? She got some stuff she needs to fix about herself. But shit, you catch me on a horny night, I'm still gonna fuck. Like shit, as long as she ain't being disrespectful to me. Because honestly, we should be teaching women like, hey, look, you should do this, and that. But sometimes they don't want to listen to the teaching, and we still just like, all right, man, well, shit, I'm just gonna get sex out of her and then never talk to her again. Or I'm just gonna bust her down. Like I'm gonna keep her at a certain category. When really the answer is just like,
Or
all
either
right,
or.
like, or yeah, or either or, and it's just like the answer is really just like, all right, what if women just couldn't get dick no more? Like they would get their shit together because at the end of the day, they know they can just still have a fucked up attitude. They always talking about women's weight. They can still be big as a house. They can still cuss niggas out, slap them, and somebody still go fuck. But if people stop fucking them, then that's when they'll start feeling the pressure. Just like men, if we don't bring some kind of value, we might not ever see pussy. You
Well,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
that's
Like,
that's not getting ready to happen, nigga. These niggas is trying to fuck
nah.
everything that's moving, nigga.
Hey,
I
yo,
was about
what's
to say
good,
it
Bill?
probably is because they trying
Cause,
to fuck each other.
cause, cause
They busy
apparently,
fucking each other now, bro.
apparently the new storyline of the Manosphere is hoes are winning. And I mean, I've been saying that in a roundabout way the whole goddamn time. Instead of saying hoes winning, I just been saying that the problem is you niggas. Not you niggas, but you understand what I'm saying. You niggas. You niggas are the problem. You know what I'm saying? These women couldn't do to you the shit that they do to you unless you allowed it. This is very goddamn simple. You know what I'm saying? Why are you complaining about the child support when really, for really, like, let's be real about the situation. Even if black women gave black men -1 problems, that's less than zero, nigga, we would still have these white folks to contend with. And that is what niggas are not willing to address. Because then it means niggas really got to stand up and be men about this shit.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It's much, much easier for niggas to point the finger at women and blame them for all of the ills of society as if niggas ain't contribute in no way, shape, or form. And I find that to be highly hypocritical because I know, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking for myself. I done done some foul shit. So I know other niggas that done foul shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like I pointed out before, it's a lot of chicks out here that trap dudes with children. It's a lot of dudes that trap chicks with children. But we don't want to have that conversation because then it means, guess what? Men got to be accountable just like they say women got to be accountable. And I have come to the conclusion that niggas get off on complaining, like Trav saying, cats like complaining instead of solutions. Okay, you done determined that these women is working with the enemy. What's your next move, nigga? You gonna talk about them for 4 years? Like, quit it. Simmer down. Find something else to do, nigga. That shit is dead. You know, and then like I said, it go right back to the fact that if you just do a thought experiment, if niggas had zero complaints about black women, we would still have white people to contend with, and that's really what the problem is. Because niggas, you don't hear none of these goddamn content creators, none of them. You don't hear none of them had no goddamn conversation about how we go fight against white folks. And I don't mean picking up no guns. Niggas ain't even willing to change their thought, speech, and actions in regards to how they interact with white folks. But niggas got all this goddamn time to come on YouTube and complain about what some goddamn women are doing. Like, ignore them hoes. They not doing what you want. Ignore them bitches. It's as simple as that. Conversation over. There's your solution. See how easy that is?
You saying that to a bunch of motherfuckers who've been brainwashed from age 0 to 18. That's some bullshit. You know what I mean? Not everybody gonna break. Just like how you say you contextualize the shit with the chicks, you gotta also realize that you're not dealing with people with a stable mind. You know what I mean? Like the sad truth is, and I don't want to keep bashing niggas that's older because I know you in that age group. I ain't talking about you specifically, but
shit.
You gotta realize. You gotta realize.
Get the fuck
You gotta
out
realize it's niggas who've been doing this shit for 60 years, bro. It's niggas that's been doing this shit for 60 years and telling us to grow up and do the same shit, knowing they've been miserable their whole fucking life married to that bitch. You know what I mean?
Hey, Tone, don't hold back. Say fuck Top, nigga. Say fuck Top. It's Top, nigga.
It's niggas who been brainwashed for years, who put their own kid into the same brainwashing, knowing that they wasn't happy with that brainwashing, and didn't give no fuck about their kid enough to be like, let me change this motherfucker. So you dealing with a person who was put into a system that you already state has been fucking us for years and has been damn near perfected at this point, to keep the majority of motherfuckers asleep and pointed in the wrong direction. So it's hard to tell a motherfucker who's been being told by his mama, his daddy, his grandma, his granddad, his uncles, his auntie, his friends, their parents, that this is the way that shit's supposed to go. You know what I mean? And the sad truth is, no matter how many times this motherfucker keep getting hit in the head, keep getting hit in the head, some people just ain't gonna wake the fuck up.
Yeah, and that shit get rough. I mean, shit, I agree with everything you said. Like, I think that, like, I would consider us three on this channel like black sheep. We know more than the average person, and we willing to act on that. You know what I'm saying? But just like being on some black sheep shit, let's just say, like, your parents or your grandparents, they don't know shit about women. You know what I'm saying? Your granddaddy, your great granddaddy, your daddy, they don't know shit about women, right? Once you start just like going against that, like, hey man, like that ain't how you supposed to act. Like, people, your own people gonna like frown at you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? And you just like, damn, bro, like I don't want to disappoint my people, but what you got going on ain't right. And then motherfuckers just stop talking to you because you think for yourself. And it's just like, dang, like these is people I love, I really fuck with. Like, I don't want them, like the rest of the world cannot like me like way they gotta like me. Like, goddamn, like me, I turn my shit.
You ever watch 300? Where they throw the kids out to the wolves and then see who come back? Not every kid came back. Not every kid came to fuck back.
But that's part of being a man, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of the you know what's lacking in the manosphere. You know, they don't even have no motherfucking manhood training for niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, that's
like
fact.
Right.
it's like earlier when you asked how do you police it, it's possible, you know, to some degree at least. But
Why was
you
it not
know,
released when I got
it's possible. The reason why it's not being policed is because there's no set code of how motherfuckers supposed to act and interact with one another, and what is the motherfucking mission statement, so that motherfuckers would know where to get in, where they fit in, and what the fuck they supposed to be doing. But you know, unfortunately, and you know, is very very unfortunate. Niggas wasted a whole lot of goddamn time, like years, doing the same shit to women that you know they say that women have been doing it in, badgering them, basically, and that's facts, Trav. I've been saying that, and I ain't the only one. You know, as men, we don't have a code. Women got a code. I'm telling you, hoes, they move like the motherfucking
but
mob,
they
nigga.
grandma's been teaching them. Grandma's been teaching them that shit, bro. That's what I'm telling you. They grandma's been teaching them for years how to break niggas.
Mhm.
Our granddads was teaching us how to fucking be broke. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it's fucked up at. Because like you gotta realize these niggas, everybody like they granddad and they dad been telling them, yeah, you do it like this. And when they do it and they see it don't work, they like maybe I'm not doing it right. They don't realize that no, this is just a complete wrong path. And yeah, you got some random nigga on the internet telling them that do it like this and it works. But it's hard to break niggas from that. Like me, when I start being like, man, fuck all that bullshit, right? I already had a disconnect at a younger age with my family where I could see that they was on bullshit. So for them to see that how I was thinking would turn them off didn't make me feel no way. But I can tell from a person who I've watched, like who I've tried to help, like, hey bro, like
Nigga,
you
I
doing the
got to
whole, you got it
disconnect
all
from
fucked up.
everybody.
Hey man, not everybody get that. Some of them get you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They basically surrounded by that. You know what I mean? And they used to that. And it's hard to break a nigga out of that, especially when they in their 20s. So look at the millennials. Most millennials, the oldest millennial is probably like 36, 37. You know what I mean? And like I just told you before, we got 60-year-old niggas still on the same shit. And now you got 20-year-old niggas who might have found something out a little bit, which how much can you say you really know at 20, trying to develop something that wasn't developed beforehand? They learned it on the way. By the time I reach my 40s, I feel like that shit gonna be together. But right now, you got a bunch of people who know little bits and pieces of what they doing is working, and they making money off of it, which is fucked up. But I mean, in a way, it's you got to learn your way anyway. So I guess if somebody's pushing you in somewhat of a direction, it is somewhat beneficial. It's better than just shooting in the dark and constantly using what the fuck you was told. But
I think
unfortunately, like everything gets just like hip hop, it just got taken to the wrong direction once it became
I
profitable.
think I think niggas gotta gain a lot more discipline too, because
Yeah, but
really
look at how old they are.
at the end of the day, you got to do the work, and it take discipline to do the work. You can't do it otherwise. You can't half step. You know, trying to be a man.
Yeah, but
But
like
it comes down to, you know, what like I said before, you know, at least about myself anyway. I feel as a man that I have a responsibility to other men to tell them shit that's true. I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck if they
fact,
don't like it or not. You know what I'm saying?
fact.
Because I know that even though that they don't like it, you know what I'm saying, at some point they're going to encounter a situation where they're going to reach back and recall that information. And they were like, damn, I ain't like the shit at the time, but you know, at least the motherfucker kept me from stepping in this big ass puddle of water. You know what I'm saying? By telling me some shit that I really needed to hear. Now I understand that I needed to hear that. You know, but you know, that right to what I was just saying. Motherfuckers got to have a lot more discipline. And if the
You
older
gotta be
guys
happy.
don't, if the older guys don't got it, the younger guys, and it's no way in the hell they gonna be able to get it because they can't get it from women.
Facts. And that's like Tone Point right there. He was talking about the grandparents, like granddaddy and shit. Like most of the time, your dad, your granddaddy, your great granddaddy, they just pretty much said do whatever your mama say. Like a lot of the times in those two parent households, like you grow up in a healthy environment, everything is cool in that aspect, but it's just pretty much just do what your mama say. I'm just here to pay the bills, put a roof over your head, do what your mama say. Do what your mama say. Do what your mama say. And just like, damn. And then we grow up like, listening to our lying ass mama, our lying ass mama, telling us things that don't fucking work. Like nigga, that shit
Hey, he
don't
not
work.
capping, bro. He telling the fucking truth.
My mom used to try to hook me up with girls like, like let's go to the church and like, I'm gonna hook you up. And the girls just and I'm over here just all nice and shit. And and
My
they
mom's
ain't
tried
fucking
that
with
shit
me.
on. My mom's
They
tried that shit on me one time. My grandmother tried that shit on me one time. I let them know I can pick my own goddamn women. I don't need your help. Thank you very
Mm-hmm.
much.
Yeah, yeah,
I
but the
appreciate
point
And I
it.
is,
promise you, it don't never have nothing to do with you.
If you like that bitch, then you date her.
Exactly.
yeah, but shit, like mom's trying to hook me up, and I'm over here like being a nice young man, like she tell me to do. But the preacher daughter is sucking dick at church, you know what I'm saying? And the homie, he the one who get ahead. He like, man, stop being nice, man. Fuck her. I'm about to go get me some head from her right now. Watch this, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's not how you treat her. Like you shouldn't be aggressive like that. And I'm over
Stop!
here salty as
Don't
fuck.
do her
I'm over here
proud. She
mad.
can't breathe.
you was a you was a you was a pre manosphere team, nigga. You was right.
Yeah,
You was
nigga.
a right. You was a
She's
right target.
choking.
You was a right target for them content creators, nigga.
Hey,
red, red pill rage and roll. That's your rest of
now
the nigga, nigga.
I had a homie. I had a homie. We have talks about that all the time. His pops was a player. I think his pops was like literally a pimp. And like he was able to run the streets more. Like me, I was more like shelter, like bring your ass in the house before the street lights come on. And we was talking, and it was just like, okay, he always had more success with women, but that's because he was allowed to just run wild. And that's a gift and a curse, to be honest. But like I wasn't allowed to run wild. I couldn't, stay out late and go spend the night at people's house and be.
Rose
I
at
couldn't
home.
do. I couldn't
Rose
do
at home
none of
doing
that
math
shit.
homework and knitting sweaters and shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was doing, nigga.
This
I
nigga's
was in a house, nigga.
a professional cross.
Watching romantic comedies, right?
This nigga's a
Watching rom coms and
Exactly,
shit.
nigga. With my Christmas onesie on, nigga, baking
this,
cookies, nigga, while the homies was fucking hoes. I was
this
fucking
nigga
mad
had
like that.
on
How this
this
nigga
nigga
got hoes?
this nigga had on a onesie. He
He
was
the Santa
knitting.
Claus in this
He
bitch.
was
Three
he was
hoes.
he was knitting ugly Christmas sweaters and shit, nigga. Damn, bro, I'm scarred for life now. I didn't know you had it that bad, son.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, like, that's the gift and the curse. Like, I appreciate the life that I was given because it did save me from a lot of fuckery. I ain't got kids, never caught STDs. I ain't no wild nigga like that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really
It
learn,
studied your
like, the
growth.
true nature of women, like, I was just, I was trained by a woman on how to treat women, and I'm watching my
Yeah, they go
watching my
women.
pops. He good, great father. He was on me, he was tough, he was strong, all that. But that aspect of it is like, man. Like, but I ain't even mad
Mhm,
at him. Maybe he didn't know the game. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you can't be mad at
mhm.
people. They can't teach you what they don't know. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
facts. That's facts. That's facts right there. And on that note, you can't teach what you don't know. Um, I would like for you guys to give your final thoughts on our niggas their own worst enemy, and we gonna get out of here until next week. Salute to you, Big Bill. I see you out there, homie.
Well, shit, man. I just gotta say, like, I'm with Top. Top was talking shit about the older generation. He really, Tone was talking shit about the older generation. He really meant you, Top. So I'm gonna say it for Tone, nigga. Fuck you, Top. You ain't shit.
Where were you?
fuck Top. He had no game for us. Old ass nigga, lame, corny ass nigga. Fuck that nigga, Top. I'm gonna say it for you, Tone. I ain't coming back to the show no more. I ain't coming to the show, nothing. You are the old nigga he was talking about. He just didn't want to say your name. Fuck you, Top. You ain't show me the game, nigga. You didn't kidnap me from my mom's house and take me on a ride, nigga, motherfucker. You didn't show me the game, nigga. Lame ass nigga. No, fucking with you.
Hey, bro. Tell your auntie I said hi, nigga.
Nah, fuck you, nigga. You was supposed to pick me and my auntie up, nigga. If you would have took me for some ice cream, like you was supposed to take me and show me how to treat a woman, but you left me. You said fuck that nigga Roe. I just want to fuck auntie, nigga. You should have took me for ice cream and showed me how to handle my business.
Fuck that. You gotta call your daddy.
He said I did show. I didn't tell you what to do. He said he didn't tell you what to do. He showed you. Get the head and disappear. Never be seen again, nigga.
Had your auntie buying us ice cream, nigga.
Hey, I would have learned something.
My auntie don't ever get no ice cream.
Double scoop.
She got some in the car.
I know that.
I would have been like, I want to go with Uncle Tom. We be out here, he be out here getting us ice cream and shit, man. But then again, I'm gonna close with this though, and I'm done. Like a lot of the times, that uncle that is the player that understands women, your family don't want you to hang out with him. They say, nah, don't fuck with him. Like, nah, you can't go over his house. You can't spend the night. Nothing. You can't go around him. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it, man. I mean, I wouldn't say that I went through that a lot of times, but I have experienced that before in my life. And then once I got older, I got a chance to hang out with, my uncle, and come to find out this motherfucker's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've experienced that firsthand myself. I could dig it, bro. Salute to you, 526 roster boy. Tone, your final thoughts?
So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, yes, niggas are their own biggest enemy. Especially old niggas. Y'all especially old
young niggas. I never seen a nigga. I never seen a nigga your size with skinny jeans and a fucking knitted sweater.
I ain't never wore skinny jeans a day in my life. I never even looked at those skinny jeans.
Oversized Theo Huxtable looking ass.
This nigga naming characters don't nobody remember no more. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, for real. I'm like, who that? Like
he said, damn, what Theo? He like, damn, what Theo look like again? Fuck, I seen this nigga.
That nigga still probably high off Bill Cosby drink, you know?
Yeah, this nigga, he still got pudding in his refrigerator and shit.
Oh, y'all niggas tripping. Yo, that nigga.
But no, man, for real though.
Jello pudding pops, nigga. I remember that commercial.
For real though, niggas, men, get out your own motherfucking way. Like Top was saying earlier, a lack of ability to be disciplined, to be like, all right, you go out like that? I holler. Or, all right, this ain't working out for me. Let me just focus on my shit. Niggas don't have the ability to do that because the minute they scroll through Instagram, big old pair of titties pop up. Guess they hit that like button and they start dropping in their DM. They right back on that same road.
I know, man. I see titties all goddamn day. Every motherfucker where I go and I see women. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna look, but it don't move me that much. I guess I would. Well, I ain't gonna say I guess. I would say that to some degree that's got a lot to do with me being the age I am now. But for the most part, I've always been like that with females. I could look and appreciate it and keep it moving. I'll be flirting with bitches and could catch them and don't even be trying to catch them. I just be doing it just because I know I could do the shit. So,
You like Neo outside the Matrix, man. Ain't everybody like that.
Oh shit!
Took the red
fuck
pill
around,
now, man.
fuck around, put on some penny loafers, niggas, and start moonwalking out this bitch. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Rest in peace, brother, man. Anyway, thank all you guys for coming. Big Bill, Travis, 526 Roster Boy, Miss Misha, Rayology. My man, we got to get together and do another drop. And of course, Cam, I'm always grateful for you coming through. And to my main man, the Affy Kingdom. Go check out his podcast over on the Affy Kingdom podcast. Until next week, I am your host, the Incredible T.O.P. You can follow me on Instagram. I got 2 pages, the Incredible T.O.P. and the Top Cast Instagram page. Check out the Top Cast on Anchor Podcast or your favorite podcast outlet. If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel before your auntie do it before you. Anyway, thank y'all for coming. I appreciate you, and we will see you motherfuckers next week. Take you out with another hot joint from my man Jay Giza, Giza, straight from the city, baby. Peace.
Peace. Fuck old niggas.
Fuck out.
Sunny day on a mountain is so good. Take a look, you can see it on me. Ride around, so I love to the whole hood. Who you know can do it like me? I'm just playing the game, but you know every day ain't the same. So I'ma ride for the city, I die for the city, straight from the city.
Yeah, waking up in the morning, weekend weather, fly birds outside yawning. Last night was on and popping, guess it's on to the next one. I pause for a second, I'm focused. Back got the flow tip, back got the potion. Earth, wind, and fire, moms, pops at it program, but it don't get no better. Stack cheddar on the regular, NY down to NC, playing that bigger dog. Despite the niggas right, I is back on my grind. A fist full of dollars, I'm on fire. Flow like rivers now, tigers with stripes like a tiger. Speech for my kinfolk and Maya, people that get dough. I'm all about the checks, Nikes, dreaming about who next up, broken in that. I cruise through the city, passing extras, director yelling action. Fly mommies popping bottles, shots full of armor. I took a glance at a fly lady. I cruise like a hustler to the paper, it's only nature. Shorty got some nice racks, some rats, and a smooth money maker, yeah. Got me feeling like Nas in my book of rhymes. You play in the orchestra, bet that you can feel these lines. With my mind reminiscing, JGI spitting subliminal lines, painting pictures of moments in time. Reminiscing, summarizing the 20th song. And got a vision of a rebel standing next to God. Yo, that's a vision of a devil falling from the sky. And why? Nigga, check my level when I'm on the grind. Ahead of my time, know I'm kinda like fighting for my life in the dark, and ain't no sign of light. Evolution in your life, choosing wrong and right. In 21 9, niggas still be trying to sound alike, trying to do it big and live the style of life. Style sincere like Nasir, but all I need's one mic. Looking in the eyes of a little nigga on the grind, sparks like my rib tie when I pull up on the block. I try to tell you it's the sus, nigga. You say you do enjoy yourself, and that's what's up, nigga. I try to hit you to the plan, let you know that I'm the man. Got my city with me everywhere we go. Got the fam, 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 got the fam.
Sunny day on the mountain is so good. Take a look, you can see what I mean. Ride around, so I love to the whole hood. Who you know can do it like me? I'm just playing the game, but you know every day ain't the same. So I'ma ride for the city, I die for the city, straight from the city. Straight from the city.
Don't forget, check out my other videos. Press play.